And now for an eye on entertainment in the Arklatex. KSLA's Tamer Knight has confirmed with the Shreveport City Attorney that it could cost Curtis 50 Cent Jackson nearly $500,000 to pay for law enforcement during Humor and Harmony weekend.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson will be footing the bill for the increased law enforcement presence in downtown Shreveport during Humor and Harmony weekend. The price tag, nearly $500,000.
You didn't get the energy that something was going to happen. You know what I mean? And even when it was a lot of people here in the evening time, everything still felt very safe. Everybody was really respectful. So, yeah, this is the safest that I felt, period.
Shreveport police told KSLA after Humor and Harmony concluded there were 0 reports of violent crimes across the city of Shreveport.
This weekend really was a big nana boo-boo to all the people who kept saying that Shreveport wasn't safe. These people proved you wrong. And I'm very proud of this city. I'm proud of the people that are from here. Like, they have class. Like, I don't even know why people think that the folks from Shreveport don't.
We asked Mayor Tom Arsenault about the hefty bill and the outcome of a fun and safe weekend. And he says, end quote, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and his team at G Unit have agreed to pay the costs incurred for security directly related to the events at the Humor and Harmony Festival. We anticipate those costs will approach $500,000. This gesture is a testament to Mr. Jackson's pledge to help revitalize the Red River District of downtown Shreveport in a fun and, most importantly, safe way. The G-Unit organization and the city of Shreveport proved through the success of the Humor and Harmony Festival that we can make big things happen when we work together as a team. In addition to Shreveport Police partnering with other local agencies, G-Unit also had its own security team along with outsourced security companies, making Shreveport one of the safest places to be last weekend. In Shreveport, Tamer Knight, KSLA News 12.
So 50 Cent been setting up shop down in Shreveport, Louisiana. Brought the whole G-Unit films and all that. Have the whole studio down there. I think I even seen something where he was trying to hire a bunch of people around the way. I don't know if I'm 100% on that or whatever, but he's been doing big things, been seen to be welcomed with open arms. The mayor loves him. You can see the media coverage he's getting there. That Humor and Harmony weekend was a big deal, man. Cat Williams, all kinds of top-notch comedians were there. A bunch of rappers, just all kinds of big ish going on. Like, that event looked turned the fuck up, man. And it seems like Shreveport is loving 50 Cent until we all seen this.
Fuck, you supposed to be a nigga that's a part of hip-hop. You throw a motherfucking concert in Louisiana and don't book no Louisiana legends and put no bankroll in no Louisiana legends pocket, but you pay the police $500,000. What type of bitch ass shit is that? Nigga, you ain't fucking with my city, nigga. You taking advantage of my city, nigga, cause shit cheap and shit costs way less than it costs where you from. And y'all stupid, slow motherfuckers so crazy that y'all gonna let this nigga come down here and not show no love to Louisiana. This nigga ain't booked no Louisiana artist. This nigga ain't booked Big Papa. This nigga ain't booked B Will. This nigga ain't booked Hurricane. That nigga didn't even go to Baton Rouge and get no boosies or nothing, no webbies. Like, nigga didn't fuck with us. Nigga came to take advantage of us. Shreveport had cheap ass land. He came and bought that shit, and a nigga don't give a fuck about fucking with us. And he just showed you that by paying the police $500,000 when we got young niggas out here starving, when we got young niggas out here killing each other. That fucking money could have went to anything to help the motherfucking youth. We don't need more money invested into the police, nigga. We need more motherfucking money invested into the community. We need motherfuckers who know the community, who know the people, who willing to put their motherfucking feet on the ground to make a difference with their influence. Fuck your money, nigga. We don't care nothing about it, nigga. You think these white people ain't been having no motherfucking money in Louisiana, nigga? They using you to come through this motherfucker and to pay the city up. Nigga, they finna use you to rebuild the roads. They not finna use you to help the youth, nigga. Louisiana give a fuck about jail.
Nah, man, Hurricane Chris, like, I swear I haven't seen him for the longest time, Billy Joel voice. I mean, I feel like a year or two ago, didn't he catch some kind of case of shooting or something like that? I don't know if he had to lay it down and do a bid or repeat the case or whatever, but I mean, he's more or less, in my opinion, I don't want to say, should we call him a one-hit wonder, or he had that other joint that, I don't know, the follow-up after A Bay was like, it was all right or whatever, but for the most part, he's like, in my opinion, on a major scale, forgotten about. Everyone, down from Shreveport, Louisiana, the South and all that comment, like, is Hurricane Chris still hitting like that down there? Because I really don't know, but enlighten me if I'm wrong. But he wasn't the only one from down that way to, tap in and speak up about the whole situation.
Hurricane. If he ain't book no Louisiana artists, Louisiana legends, who the fuck I am then?
So Fredo Bang's like, yo, no offense taken, but I'm not a legend. I'm not from Louisiana. And I don't know if y'all seen what Fifth just threw up too. He's got to come with his jokes. The king of pettiness, especially on the ground.
Hey, what you mean ain't good enough, man? What you mean ain't good enough? My name is Flex. Look, brother like Gumby. You talking about I ain't good enough?
I mean exactly what I said. You need more experience, all right? You need to work on your mixing more.
What you mean? What the fuck is wrong with my mix?
Wait, I know you didn't just snatch that from me.
It's my take.
I know you
What's
didn't
wrong with my
snatch that
mix?
from me. Look, the shit is totally sloppy. Only a fool would open up the way you do. Nobody likes the records that you play, all right? It's just completely whack. Face it. Face it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Man, he told him, you're whack. You gets no play in my ride. You ain't Fredo Bang. And I mean, what is this, y'all? Because you seen Chris is really saying 50 Cent isn't gonna revitalize downtown and bring back Shreveport and stimulate the economy and create jobs and things like that. He's saying Fifth is just flat out trying to exploit and take advantage of Shreveport because it's just cheap. And I mean, let's be honest, 50 Cent's a businessman. I've always looked at it like 50 Cent moved the way a lot of rappers should have moved that had success and maybe squandered the fortune that they made and didn't invest right or didn't look for other ways to make money or other opportunities or just branch out beyond hip hop. Hurricane Chris really was just going off about this and the whole police thing. What do y'all think about that? I mean, I'm looking at it like 50 Cent had to do what he had to do to have that festival in Shreveport, which put a lot of light on the city, I thought. And again, I feel like Hurricane Chris is the only person I've seen tripping about 50 Cent setting up shop there and all his business endeavors and everything that he's got shaking and moving. But the red tape with permits and just different things like that, you guys seen that Boss Man D-Lo dude try to do a car giveaway in his neighborhood, and they shut that itch down because things got unruly and he didn't have the proper permits. And the amount of people that would be there and insurance and just different things of that nature, I'm pretty sure that's what 50 Cent had to do to hold the event. Cover the bill, foot the bill for security and law enforcement. And he did what he did, and I don't know, I'm not really seeing it like he's partners with the police. I mean, everyone's got to get their piece of the pie. That's just the way things go. But he says the people around 50 Cent are from New York. Even the ones who live in Shreveport, they are attempting to gatekeep a person who could have really made a difference. I challenge you to let me show you our community and the things that the rotten people around you have hidden. We are the 4th worst educated state in America. Murder happens daily and our youth is lost. None of the people around you know what the city needs, not even the fake nonprofits. But that's another story. We love you, but you have been led wrong by people with no community outreach except downtown. He put Pine, but I think he meant Point Man can name the neighborhood in my city. And I think he meant to say can't name. Bo, you smart. I know you smart, bro, but everybody using you. You fuck with cats like Tony Yayo and OG Uncle Murder. You gotta be 100. So the caption, the energy ain't exactly the same as the video. You know what I'm saying? The video sound downright hostile. I mean, it sounds like Chris is really trying to say this is just all about the community and the city and that he's passionate about it. But the video came off kind of like he was just talking greasy to me. And I don't know, the caption was a little different. But I wonder, did Hurricane Chris try to holler at 50 Cent? You know, did he approach him? Did he get at him about, hey, I see everything you got going on in my city. Like, what's good? Like, can we chop it up? Or did Fifth overlook him and that's why he's mad? Did he do this just to get his attention? Is this just some internet-ish? Is he just trying to get his name back buzzing or what? But I feel like at this point, he probably definitely burnt that bridge if there wasn't any lines of communication open and there was any possibility. I think like that's a no-go at this point. I don't know, man. A lot of individuals like are hard to collaborate with in many ways. That's just a fact, man. When I was talking about Fifth always seeming to move right and make smart decisions business-wise and just carry himself in a professional manner and stand on his principles and all that, I always look at the Game, you know, someone who I was a big fan of, but like, look what he did. Fifth handed him half of a hit album, Dr. Dre production, and then he wanted beef with everyone and everything. And then even after the beef, like they more or less were told, hey, like we got to stop this in-house beefing. We're all under the same camp, you know, the same label, Interscope, Aftermath, G-Unit, Shady, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? This ish got to stop. And the Game didn't stop, and he got shifted over to Geffen. And since then, over the years, I mean, the dude's whole situation is a mess. He's pretty much a scammer nowadays, like trying to sell promo on his page like a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Like you could probably buy a post on the Game's page for like $100 or something like that, man. I seen him posting some Insta Thoughts prank videos about a plunger. Did y'all see that? It's downright pathetic, man. And he done fell out with everyone. Clout chasing every which way you can think of. He got left out of that Kendrick Lamar pop-up show and was bitter and jealous about it. And people could try to brush that off like it's not what it is, you know what I mean? But that's what it's looking like to me and many other individuals. Y'all seen that old footage where he was spitting Kendrick's verse to open up his shows back around 2010, 11, 12, whenever the Red album dropped, in that song with Kendrick, The City. Game was spitting Kendrick's verse. Like, I don't know, that ish was just so bizarre to me. But even if you don't feel that way about that situation, you can just look at the way he moved, getting sued, having to cook the books with his lawsuits, getting friendly extorted by Whack 100, falling out with everyone and their mama, back and forth out of falling out with his brother, beefing with his brother on a record about who paid for the father's funeral. Even prior to that, the way things went with JT, the bigger figure, like the Game just burned bridges. 50 Cent was always building. Some people build, some people destroy, and I've always looked at Fifth as a dude who builds. And I don't know, man, I don't know what to think about this Hurricane Chris situation, but I see a lot of people responding to Chris saying, well, why didn't you do nothing for your city or put on your own festival or whatever, you know? But the more I think about it, I'm thinking this was just an attempt to him to get next to 50 and try to work with him or get in his ear in some capacity. But I just don't think this was probably the right way to do it at all, man. But jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Seems to me he's doing big things down there, but you hear what Chris has to say. You heard what Fredo had to say. Master P was there too. I mean, like, did he want him to have an exclusively Louisiana roster or whatever, man? Like, I don't know, man. I think Chris kind of burnt out for this one. But let me know what you think below. Sub up, hit the buttons. But I really need to hear from everyone on this one, especially individuals from that way. Like, let's talk about it. Subscribe. It's Coffee signing out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.